Hey, so this is a Sunday fun video, continuing this wonderful series, because I don't know about anybody else's week, but a little bit of fun can go a long way. And maybe the internet needs a little bit more fun, especially when the contrast is, man, we're talking like homeowners association, we're talking escrow, what's next, you know? We're talking capital gains. But, so this is a video response for Backwoods. So trading in your vehicle in a year, and your question was about the 3.6 liters. So for starters, the 3.6 liter that's in a GM and the 3.6 liter that's in a Chrysler share very little other than their total displacement. And I would bet, even if you looked at the displacement, the way they get to 3.6 liters, as far as like bore and stroke goes, I bet it's different. They're different engines. So here's the tricky part. I think the GM is probably overall a better quality of product. And the reason I'm saying this is because in our shop right now, I've got a 3.6. Now, this is in a 2016, 2017 Journey, but it's not unique in that if I've done a camshaft and a follower in one of these engines around the 100,000 mile mark, I've done it in all of them. They all seem to have this jacked up problem. And now this other one, it's developing like a phaser problem with the timing. Now, again, that's an 8-year-old vehicle. Who knows? Maybe they've improved, maybe they haven't. Other thing to consider, control systems. As a rule, and I've worked for both companies, General Motors builds a better computer than Mopar does. So it's not unheard of for people, like the whole chip shortage that we have going on right now. It's not unheard of. People have had their Dodges, their Jeep Wranglers at the dealership for like 10 months now, waiting on an ABS module to come in, and there it sits, and it's wonderful junky glory. I can tell you the ball joints on a Wrangler wear out pretty darn fast, even when they're stock. Definitely when you put a little bit of a lift on them. Durability wise, they just don't seem to hold up. And I already mentioned the computers being junk. All that being said, like what you're saying with the Canyon, I can't warm up to that Canyon interior. However, the Wranglers, I love them. I love Jeeps, and all of their disastrous crap. They're pretty fair. Speaking for my local dealership experience, I work with them as a customer. The parts department is fine. Service departments across the board are failing. They're having trouble with talent, even at the dealership level. Whether there's more talent at the GM dealership, again, I'm biased. I have more friends from the GM end because I spent more time there. Currently down here, there's more talented GM techs than there are talented Chrysler techs. The Chrysler guys seem to be part of the closed cover before striking school of automotive repair. And unlike for example, a Toyota, the product is not so good that you aren't going to have warranty trouble with this thing before it's out. Whether it's part of the powertrain that goes out to 60 or 100,000 miles, or in your base 36,000 mile warranty. I mean, you could give them a test. Go down to the dealership and get a feel for it, you know, and drive one, see how the experience is. It used to be back in 06 and 07 when I worked for them, they had the quote 5-star experience that Daimler Benz was pushing. And so top to bottom, we were supposed to be giving this outstanding customer experience. But it was a outstanding customer experience to a substandard product. I remember, working at Chevrolet, we would see a blown up engine under warranty maybe once every 2 months. When I was at Chrysler, we'd see a blown up engine a week. Now that was in the days of the 4.7 liter and the 3.7 liter, like what was in the old Liberties. The 3.8 was a decent product. I love the new Rams, by the way. The inside of them, where the buttons are, they're comfortable. It's a comfortable drive. And, you take care of that thing. You be careful with that thing. Maybe the Ram with the 3.6. You've definitely given the three examples that you give are so wonderful. They couldn't be three more different products. A Wrangler just screams fun. Colorado screams old man, and Dodge Ram, that just screams landlord. Like that's what somebody's landlord would be driving. He pulls up, the rent's due. But you will have a very different experience from Chevrolet to Dodge to Jeep, believe it or not. Used to be, and it's probably changed with the proliferation of Hyundai, which I would avoid Hyundais at all costs. I would avoid Nissans at all costs. Hyundai's fine. Toyota's fine. Subaru's going to be fine. You're going to have some trouble with wheel bearings, I think, unless they've improved their metallurgy. But beyond the wheel bearings, quality product in the middle. Their CVT's okay, but any Nissan. We're getting Nissans in my shop. We're working on we've got a commercial account, and they have 2021 and 2022 Nissans that are having trouble. Imagine needing to put a starter motor in a 2022 Nissan, and they bring it to us, even though it's under warranty, because the dealership experience is such a hassle, and they're a commercial business, and they need their vehicles back on the road. But that's not even a problem they should be having yet, And this is in the era of auto stop, so that starter's working overtime. We talked about this in the hybrids before. The vehicles that are normal, that aren't hybrids, that are doing that auto stop, they are working that starter motor. Is what it is. They're supposed to have a beefed up starter motor, supposed to have a beefed up battery. Like when Kia did it in the Soul, they actually put an AGM battery, that absorbent glass mat, instead of lead acid. But, up one side and down the other. I'm interested in what other people's views are. What color would you like? I like black vehicles. So you didn't get into what color. You didn't ask me what color. You asked me some boring question like engine-wise. But so key takeaways: Chryslers are garbage. The 3.6 in the Chrysler versus the 3.6 in the GM are very different engines. I've seen internal problems past the 100,000 mile mark, which will be a factor. You told me how long you keep a vehicle. I don't know. I think that Canyon in the long run. But yeah, good stuff. All right, happy fun. Not Sunday, Thursday, everybody. Take it easy.